Good morning, everyone. My name is Caroline Poleka, a business manager at Tally Solutions. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for scheduling this time to join this webinar amidst your busy schedule. I'm here with my colleague Raj from ERP Business-Sys Limited. So welcome, Raj.
Good morning, everyone. Many of them know me personally. Many of them are my existing Tally customers. Okay, so let me start the introduction about the TIMS. I hope everyone knows about the TIMS now. Everyone aware about the TIMS, and I hope everyone has booked the ESG machines, ETR machines. Okay, so what KRA is doing, KRA is implementing tax invoice management systems to achieve the validate the invoices on real-time basis. So we all are using the previous ESD machines and ETR machines. This is exactly same kind of technology, but a bit advanced, what I can say. So advanced in the sense when you are using the old ETR systems, okay, there is no validations of invoice. So whatever you are printing from the ESD or ETR, it will be in the device itself only. It's not connected with the KRA and all things. Only simple things they have added currently. So they have integrated with KRA portal directly. Can we move to the next slide? Okay. So for your better understanding, just I have added one slide here to differentiate what existing ETR and what new TIMS systems does. Okay, the first thing is the existing ETR. We all knows whenever you want to buy a new ETR or ESD machines, what you have to do, you have to activate manually. You have to go for vendors, those who are suppliers of ETR, and it has to activate. They have to take it to KRA, and it has to activate manually. But with the new TIMS system, is automated activation from the KRA side. So what you have to do, you have to apply for a new ETR from authorized suppliers. So they will inform KRA and that every ETR has new serial numbers. It will assign to your PIN. KRA will send confirmation email, and then it will be automatically activated from their side. You don't need to take the machines to KRA and all things. Okay. The second major difference is I have explained no communication between device and KRA portal. The previous ETR, the existing ETR and ESD, which is not connected to the KRA portal directly. So, but the new which is coming, which is directly connected to the KRA through Wi-Fi or data or Ethernet internet through. So here, whenever you do any transactions, so automatically with a real time, I can say near to real time. That means if when you are doing an invoice, maybe you don't have a data, maybe internet is not there, but still system will generate the QR code, and when system will get internet access, it will send to KRA portal directly. Okay, so manual VAT returns. Earlier, what we have to do, we have to fill the form 3 returns. We have to do it manually because the KRA doesn't have any information until you submit the VAT form 3 returns. Okay, so but with the new TIMS systems, it's not like that. So as and when you generate the invoice, immediately KRA will have all those informations. Who is your buyer? What is his PIN number? What product you are selling? What is the quantity? What's the rate? Whether it is VATable, whether it is exempted, zero rated, or special rate, like the petroleum and fuel products. So they will immediately know. So that VAT form 3 will be auto generated from KRA side immediately. As and when you can just log in your KRA portal with a PIN, and you can just directly connect to that you can see your VAT form 3, which is already auto-filled from the KRA systems. Delaying processing VAT refunds by KRA for the businesses. So previously, what if any trader, if any businessman wants to claim the VAT from VAT refund from the KRA, it was taking a long time because that was not a real-time transactions. Now it is very faster. So it is very benefit for the users like businessmen, okay, they will immediately get the refund, but claims will get it. Next, the buyer PIN was not compulsory previously. You all knows when you're using the previous ETR, you can just enter the amount. You don't need to enter the PIN. Was not compulsory, but here in the new ETR, PIN is compulsory to claim input VAT. So that is mandatory what KRA is doing. Next, the inventory details was not required in the previous ETR. When into the new KRA TIMS, inventory details is very much important, like the description of the product, quantity, unit, and HS code. HS code, which is required for non-weightable product. Non-weightable product means all general item is weightable, non-weightable is exempted or zero rated, and any special rate items. KRA has given the HS code for those items. So you can check in KRA portal also. Also, maybe KRA has emailed you that HS code. Okay. The previous ETR, the manual invoice number. So manual invoice number, previously we are using manual, like ETR, there is, KRA is not tracking that any invoice numbers. So you can have your own invoice number from your maybe manual register or maybe from your software, whichever is generating. But here, still you can go with the manual number in the new ETR. There is no restriction from the KRA. So, but the KRA device, that control unit will produce one automated invoice number. You see, it will be automated. So KRA will track with that number only. Whenever you do the returns, VAT returns, that number will be followed. But the manual number, you can still continue for your accounting or bookkeeping purpose. Yeah, that's it. This is the just few difference between the existing ETR and the new TIMS. Okay, now let me come to the difference between, there are different types of devices. I hope everyone knows about it, but still let me briefly explain you. So what are the types are available in the market, and what is the difference between the types? Okay, first one is type A. The type A, what KRA is recommending, those who are still using manual invoicing, those who are not using a software, computer generated invoice, and those who are moving around the market, you know, so those businesses like we can say milk run kind of business, those who are going to market directly, they can go with the type A device that is better suitable for them. The thing is here, what you have to do, everything you have to write it manually whenever you are making any invoice. Like as I said, there are some information is mandatory. First of all, the your buyer's PIN. Okay, so that is you have to enter manually, and also the inventory details like item name, quantity, HS code. These all the things is mandatory to enter it manually. So that is you can understand that whom can go for this type A device. So the second is type B, which is kind of automated, I can say. So it's integrated. It can be integrated with any software. So what KRA is recommending, like, you know, the supermarket, where I can give the best example is a supermarket where the people are having multiple tills, you know. There it can be, you can go with the type B. It has inbuilt printer facilities. So like small POS, so there will be no separate control unit, and within the printer, it will print directly with the QR code. And the third one is coming to type C. Type C, which we can strongly recommend to the Tally Prime users or any ERP users. They can go for a type C. So I can talk about the Tally Prime people who are using the Tally Prime. They can use type C. It will be automatically integrated. We'll go in details how we are integrated with the type C. And the type D, which is multiple, like some people is having tills, and also they wanted to use like A4 kind of invoices and all things for them, it will be type D will be useful. Can you move to the next slide? Okay. Now, how Tally Prime, we are here to assist you with the integration of type C. Okay, as I explained you earlier, so details required to send control unit. Okay, so what KRA is asking, whenever you make any invoice from the systems, so they need system invoice number, customer details, and PIN. Like PIN is, as I said, optional. Optional means the cash customers. You know that PIN is not mandatory. Maybe you are you can sell it to end user, end buyer. So they are not claiming the VAT. So their PIN is not mandatory. So that means they cannot claim the VAT. Okay. So that is mandatory. And the third option is item details, which is mandatory. So like description, quantity, unit, VAT code, everything. And also HS code and descriptions for non-vettable items. Like HS code, as I said, the 16%, there is no HS code. And apart from 16%, like exempted, zero rated, and special rate, which is 8% petroleum products. So then you need a HS code that you need to send it to KRA, because based on that HS code, KRA will differentiate this product is vettable or exempted or zero rated or special rate. Okay, so this is the differentiate KRA required. So yeah, this is all the information you need to send it to KRA. So here, what our system Tally will help you from the background, you know, because we don't want the user to do these all the manual things. You will just post an entry like a normal business daily process. So these all things from our background backend, the API will work. So what KRA is, once you send this information to control unit that we can call new KRA TIMS machines, that machine will generate like control unit invoice number, QR code, day stamp, and the serial number it will generate. That one we will store it back to our Tally Prime, so that that it can be printed on your invoice, any type of invoice. Maybe you have a customized invoice, maybe you have different types of invoice formats, you can print it on that. So this is what exactly we are doing in Tally Prime, how we are assisting with the KRA and TIMS integration. Okay, can you move to next slide? Okay, just integration framework. I would like to explain you how exactly this integration will work. You can see here, Tally Prime user will access the Tally, and they will make an invoice from the Tally Prime. During the invoice, when they are saving the invoice, so there will be a type C unit will be connected to your network. Okay, so then when you're making an invoice, so system Tally will send these details, like as I explained you earlier, the system invoice number, customer details, inventory details, and HS code details. Tally Prime will send it to control unit here, and then control unit will generate the QR code with these information, like control unit invoice number automated, and date times, and control unit serial number, which it will send it back to Tally, and in the Tally, every transaction we will save this information in every voucher, so that as and when you want to print it, you can reprint it. Okay, so but you have to make sure when you are reprinting, what KRA is telling key, you have to make sure differentiate the invoice, whether it is duplicate or triplicate or original invoice. So that will be there. So you can reprint, and it will be stored in your inside the database, not outside the database. Okay, and then from the control unit, and whenever it gets the internet, it will access the internet and it will send it to KRA directly. So after that, you can validate the invoice through scanning a QR code from your mobile, or you can in the KRA portal, there is options is given for control unit invoice number. You can enter it and type it and check it, which is this is whether it is valid invoice or not. Okay, I hope everyone understood. If any queries, please drop a message on the chat box. We will address you. And also, if someone wants to go in details, so we can have one-to-one demonstration also. Later on, you can book a demonstrations one-to-one. Okay, so Next slide, please. Yeah, so now I would like to share my screen so that I would like to show Tally how it will work. I will show the demonstrations in the Tally, how we are storing the QR codes and everything in the Tally. So can I share my screen?
Yes, Raj, please go ahead.
I hope everyone can see my screen.
Yes, it's visible.
Great.
It's
Okay.
visible.
This is just overlook of the Tally. I hope most of the people are Tally users. If not Tally users, you can buy a Tally from us. We will love to sell the Tally also. Then we will do the integration with the systems. Okay. Okay. So let me come to vouchers. I would like to do one sales entry here. Okay. So I'll select inclusive. You can see in the sales voucher, we have kept options for control unit invoice number, which is required by KRA, and control unit serial number, and date timestamps, and QR code URL, and also the status. Okay, this is what exactly they require. Now, I would like to make one invoice. Let me select one party called ERP and SYS. Okay. Okay. I can select here items. Let me enter the rate, quantity and rate. I will save. Okay. So what will happen, you can see here, when I save, you can see fetching data from API. So immediately you will get it will connect to the API. Okay, so it will save here. We can see you can open the transactions, and automatically it will connect it with the control unit. It will generate control unit invoice number, serial number, days time, and also the QR code will be generated here. This is just a demo one, so I can print this with as per your invoice format. Let me show it how it is going to print. Okay, this is my print format, so I can place it wherever I'm comfortable. This is standard Tally print format I'm placing here. You can see the QR code and control unit number, CU number, and date and time. So it contains all the information required to KRA, like buyer's PIN, buyer details, product details with HS code, quantity, rate, amount, everything will be there in the system directly. So, and this is good to go. You can print this invoice and you can give it to your buyers. Okay, this is how it will work. Okay, yeah. Now, like for example, if you want to do the credit note also, there will be options. You can do the credit note, but this, you can see this control unit invoice number, which is mandatory for that. Why we are storing here? We wanted to store all the QR codes here. That means as and when you wanted to print. Yeah, all the invoices you can see here. It has the QR code. That means not only during the one time you can print, you can reprint as many times. There is no restrictions. But as I said, you need to have the taggings, whether it is original or duplicate invoices. That is what KRA is recommending. Let me print 2 copies. You can see this will show as a original one and another copy as a duplicate. Okay, you can see this. Same, you can do the credit note as I said earlier. When you are doing the credit note, this relevant invoice number, that means KRA generated invoice number, which is mandatory. Without this, you cannot raise a credit note. And also, yeah, so it will generate automated QR code again. So this credit note you can give it to, yeah. buyers. Okay, this is how exactly we are assisting you in the part of integration. See here, there is no manual interventions. You no need to worry about how you are going to enter the party pin, all the product details. Maybe you are selling 50 items at a time in one invoice, which practically which is not I can say which is not convenience for the suppliers for the businessmen to enter those all the details. It can have you can do the mistakes also during the time. So better you should integrate with the tally systems, and you can go for a tally and you can integrate with the systems. It automatically generate a QR code, and it will take care of all the necessary part. Gosh. Okay, I hope I'm clear with the integration part. So now Carol will move to question answers.
Yeah, thank you, Raj, for that awesome presentation. I hope it has, been insightful. And if it has not been clear, if you have queries, make sure you drop them on the Q&A or the chat box. Yeah, so having seen the demo for the integration, and for those who have not interacted with the system, I'm sure you're wondering, what is our commitment to you as Tally? So our commitment to you, one, is to ensure you get a good complimentary training for you and your staff. And this is done through a dedicated account manager. So in addition to this, again, we have our toll-free support that I had mentioned earlier, that is there 24 hours, 7 days a week to ensure that you're well supported. So up to that point, I'm also curious to understand, do you feel that this would be a delightful product, for you and your business in terms of the integration? The date is nearing and you need to have it on time. Also, for those who don't have Tally, and maybe you would like to see a comprehensive demonstration, do you feel that it would increase your business efficiency? So a pop-up will come. Ensure that if you would like to see a demo, you let us know so that we can connect with you after this. So for the offer, as I mentioned before, we are a one product company that has been evolving over time to meet our customers' needs. And this one product has been, is in two flavors. So one is the Tally Prime Gold Africa, which is a multi-user. It goes for 139,050 shillings plus VAT. Then the second flavor is the Tally Prime Silver Africa, which is a single user. And it goes for 46,350 plus VAT. So this is a one-off cost. We don't do subscription. So it's a we usually tell clients that it's a lifetime investment for your business. So in addition to that, since we have integrated Tally with TIMS, so the cost will be an additional cost that we are going to share with you after this. Yeah, so we'll be connecting with most of you, or all of you. Yeah, and we will be sharing the additional cost to whatever we have here. So I know you've been dropping questions. And my team has also been, been taking care of the questions. So for those that need, an audible answer, I'd love to invite Raj. Raj, would you take some of those questions?
Yes, Carol, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, okay, thank you.
This is Carol is asking, good morning, will we able to, 1 minute, what is that? Will we able to have an item in the receipt? Yeah, as per my understanding, item in a receipt in the sense, item can be printed on the invoice. Yeah, definitely, because this is type C. There will be no separate receipt we are using the tally receipt the invoice from the directly from the systems. You can print it. All the item can be printed here. Yeah. Okay. So this is the QR code. It's just normal invoice which you are printing from the tally, and here QR code can be placed anywhere in the invoice wherever you want. I can place it. And also somebody asked the questions for the POS. Yeah, definitely. It can be used for POS format also. You don't need to print A4. You can use small POS printer also. I can show you here. You can see this is small POS printer, which you may be seen the EPOS, which is used for supermarket and all things. The same printer can be used. Do you have A4 now? Okay. Akash Shah, you have to add the VAT 16% in the item descriptions. No, Akash bhai, you no need to add. Just for the differentiate, I have mentioned here. So item can be as per your descriptions. The KRA is not taking any special characters, but we have made that. We have done a programming so that it can take it will remove itself from the background. You don't need to do. You can keep as it is. The initially what KRA system was not, they are not taking in any invoice number, in party name, or in any items masters. The special character was not allowed. But see, we don't want our customer to change all their systems. So what we did in programming, so that we have removed the special character when it is sending to KRA. So it will remove the special characters and it will send it to KRA. That means you no need to change anything from your existing systems. That's it. Only one differentiate what you have to do. If your product is exempted, the KRA is given you the HS code that you need to mention, that you need to mention in that item. That's it. So I hope everyone has this HS code. Can you see my screen? Let me share again. Yeah. So this HS code, which is provided by KRA for the different exempted products, so that you need to enter in the item master. We have given provision in the item master so that you can mention this QR code. And sorry, I think so that my screen was not visible that time also. I was showing the invoice. You can see somebody asked the question related to POS. POS also you can print it with your own format. You can see. Okay, so here you can go with your customized format also. Maybe you are using some pre-printed invoices or customized invoice. You no need to change the invoice format. You can directly use your format, existing format. There only you can print the QR code. Anything which you have not answered, please explain more about HS code for zero rated and Mondish by. Yeah, Mondish Patel. How are the cash sales recorded? Does it still produce QR code? Yes, Mondish bhai. For cash sales also, POS sale also, there will be a QR code. See, this is my cash sales, POS sales. So it will produce a QR code. Okay, so but you have to make sure you have enabled the QR code details. We have given this option in Orchard level. I have given option in enable control unit QR code details. When you enable this in any vouchers, automatically it will pick the QR code. If you're not enabled, it won't pick. You have to make sure you have to enable the vouchers. Can you read the question? Sonam say, please explain more how the HS code. Okay, TIMS code. Okay, where is it? Please explain more about HS code. Works for 0 rated and 8%. Yeah, so you can see here KRA is provided HS code for 0 rated and special rate and exempted items. So each product we have to define a HS code. So like see the 16%, you don't need to mention HS code. Like maize corn seed, which is exempted. So what you have to do, you have to define a HS code. We have given provision here. So commodity name and commodity code here. Here you can enter the commodity code, which is provided by KRA. So when you enter this code, so what will happen when you are making an invoice, the control unit will understand, because it will work based on this code. So it will understand this code is exempted, so that it will send information to KRA teams that all invoice is made which is exempted. Same like zero rated also. Okay, in the special rate, like petroleum products also, there is a HS code. So KRA is provided separate HS code. Okay, so you can see here. So related to your products, you can have the HS code and you can enter the HS code there. Okay, Chetan bhai, what is the difference between KRA TIMS code and HS code? How it can be? How one can get it? KRA TIMS code and HS code. Yeah, I hope this KRA TIMS code and HS code, which both are same, if I'm not wrong, that can be, you'll get it in KRA portal, which see, you can see I have downloaded from the KRA portal only. You can go to the KRA website, you can download these codes. You can see from the KRA portal, they have released latest one. You can use this one.
Hello, Raj.
Yes, Carol.
I can help you read out the questions as you answer. So if you
no
answer,
problem.
yeah, because there are quite a number. So we'll start
please.
with the Q&A. So a question
Please.
from Mondish asking, is it mandatory to input PIN for cash sale customers to generate QR code?
Oh, no. That's why here PIN is not mandatory for any transactions. The one thing you have to make sure, if the PIN, if you're not using the PIN, that means KRA will treat as a cash sales. That means your buyer cannot claim that invoice for the input VAT. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you for that. Another question from Enoch, which device models are you currently supporting?
Yeah, so currently we can recommend you, because we have tested with the Datex machines. You can buy a Datex because we have successfully tested and it is working very fine. We have tested all kind of transaction like sales, credit note, debit note, which is working 100% fine. So you can go with the Datex.
Okay, thank you for that. Another question from Sonam. How does sales to EPZ work? They are zero rated. Any special configurations or codes to use? Yeah,
so KRA has provided HS code for the EPZ product, EPZ companies. So when you enter, there is the options we will give you in customer master. So there you have to enter the HS code for the EPZ companies. So when you enter, the KRA will treat as this, although product is vetable, but when you see that HS code, KRA will treat whole invoice is exempted, even the export also.
Thank you for that, Raj. A question from Fred Juma, referring to your demo, was the price inclusive or exclusive VAT?
Which price? Tally price?
No, the sales. When you are doing a sales invoice.
Oh, okay, sales invoice. Yeah. What KRA is recommending, KRA, the current format, they are asking whatever price you have to put inclusive price always, because KRA will calculate the VAT on the inclusive amount.
Okay, thank you. I hope it's clear. So another question from Alphonse. Good morning. How will this work if you're maintaining books for different firms? Will each firm connect their control unit to Tally Prime?
Different firm?
So Alphonse is a CPA and he maintains books for different firms. So he's asking whether he's supposed to connect the different control units for each firm to Tally Prime.
Yeah, definitely. Because see, this control unit will be provided by the KRA, because that serial number, it has to register with each taxpayer's PIN. So then only it will possible to do the this invoicing. That means there will be separate ETR machines.
Thank you. Yeah. So just to add to Alphonse, Tally can accommodate up to 10,000 companies on the same license. And I think this control unit is per the company, right, Raj?
It's per the companies, yeah. It's per the
Yes.
tax register. Each registered taxpayers has to have a separate this KRA TIMS machine.
Yeah. So they will be independent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Without any collision.
Hmm.
Another question from Fred. So Fred is saying that he bought a Type-C machine and was informed that the integration can't be proceeded because of the column quantity, which is pieces, and which is not compatible with TIMS, because it should only appear in number and not with the character pieces. But he's saying that through your demo, he has seen it work.
Yeah, see, there are different types of integration will work, because there will be some middleware software which is PDF solutions, which I can say that is just a temporary solutions. That PDF, so what they are doing, they are capturing from the PDF. So there it will be a problem with that. So what we can assist them, we can give them separate column for the quantity. I know this problem. We have given a solution to many people. They can contact to us. Our support will assist them definitely. Suchi and Safety, please, after the demo, just connect to them, just assist them for this.
Okay, Raj, thank you. So another question from Sonam asking, after generating the QR code, would Tally block alterations to the invoices?
Yeah, see here, it will be the Tally's work comes. Now, see, once the QR code is generated, so that invoice alteration is depending on you, how, if you have the rights, you can alter. But KRA is already gone. Whatever the first time you made the invoice, it will go there. But you have to make sure you block the invoice alterations for the users.
Thank you for that, Raj.
Yeah. Once you made the KRA invoice, the QR code, it won't go again. It won't upload again. It's done. Once you upload it, and that field is filled, that means that same invoice cannot go twice to the KRA. That means if you are changing from your side, it won't affect with the KRA sites. It will be your bookkeeping. You will mess with the bookkeeping.
Thank you, Raj. Another question from Sony asking, does KRA track data on Tally or limited access up to inventory?
Does KRA track?
Like, does
Tally?
it track, is there, it's like a question, like, does it track like more data or just the inventory?
Yeah, the currently KRA is capturing this, where is the presentation?
Like other reports, maybe? Does
No,
it?
no, no. No. Currently,
Track
the
your
KRA is capturing who is the buyer, what is the buyer PIN, and what product you are selling, and quantity and the rate, and the HS code of the product, whether it is wettable or not. This information KRA is capturing.
Okay, thank you.
Apart from nothing, because we are only sending those information to KRA, and it will be stored in KRA's web portal.
Okay, I hope it's clear, JDeep. Question from Akash, do we need to enter HS codes for normal 16% VAT products also?
No. There is no HS code for 16% products. Only HS code for, as I explained earlier, exempted, zero rated, special rate. Only these three products.
Okay, I think that also answers Ismail Ahmed question, which was, do we need HS codes for zero rated sales? I hope that is also clear for you.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
A question from Viren, what about type A device? Does that also need to sync with Tally?
No, type A, which is not connected with the Tally, which is just outside the systems, you have to do it manually. Yeah, there is no link between the software and the type A machine.
Okay, check the other. So a question from Sonam. So how would mid-year changes from ETR to ESD work? Would we require to split Tally file, or the same file can be configured for ESD?
Yeah, it's a good question. See here, what will happen because ESD control init, it has the memory, and it will store what is my current understanding up to 5-year data from that ESD, more than 5-year data. It has the memory. That means invoice number, we are not using tally one now. See, the tally is only for bookkeeping purpose. You might use the tally's invoice number, but the control unit will provide you the separate invoice number, which will be used for the KRA purpose. That means there is nothing. You can split the data. You can start a new company, fresh the database. There is nothing to worry about that, because it's all about stored all the information in that control unit. All the your invoice details, each and every invoice details.
Okay, thank you, Raj. A question from Mundish Patel asking, for special rated product, do we need to enter HS code every time, or can it be integrated with item list so it picks automatically?
Yeah, for the special rate items, you don't need to enter every time. This is we have given field options in the item master, like here petroleum special rates. So each product you have to enter it once. So the HS code, once you entered here, it will be stored in the system directly. Next time you know it, you can just directly make the invoice. You can see my screen, right, Sunny?
Yes. Yes, yes, visible.
Yeah.
Okay, going through the question. I hope that has been answered, Mondish Patel. This Raj from Chetan Patel asking, what is the difference between KRS team code and the HS code?
Yeah, I hope both are same, if I'm not wrong, because this is what in my screen, what you're seeing, which is provided by KRA, which I have downloaded from the KRA portal, the latest one. They are providing you HS code and the description of product and tax rate. Yeah.
Thank you. A question from Madhvi Vara. So he just wants to confirm. So we can only use type C machine with Tally.
Yeah, what KRA is recommending, if you are using a computer generated invoice, you should go for a type C. Yeah, that is their recommendation. But even we would also recommend you go for it, because you don't need to enter manual customer PIN and product details, which is slow down your business operations. I would recommend you go for a type C.
Thank you. So a question from Jadip Soni asking, how can we alter invoice after it is printed and got CU invoice number, or want to cancel the invoice?
Yeah, there is options. You can do the credit note. So there is the option to do the credit notes. You have to do the credit note, and then you have to enter the original invoice number, and then you can make a fresh invoice. You can see when you make the credit note, there will be option for related invoice number. So you can, based on that, you can reverse the invoice, or if you are giving any discount on the existing invoice, or any partial quantity is returning, or maybe a full quantity, that can be posted through credit note.
Okay, so Larry Monje here is curious to know, how you've integrated the system with Tally, the device, and is asking whether a demo can be given for the same.
Sorry.
Larry Monje is asking whether you can showcase a demo of the actual device integration with Tally.
Yeah, we can definitely.
Awesome.
Yeah, anytime.
Okay, thank you. So Sonam Shed asking, can we use both ESD and ETR machine for same company? If yes, then how would that work?
Yeah, this question, I think so, which is practically possible, because better you can consult your auditor, or maybe the ETR suppliers, because KRA will allow to register, because KRA is automated registration here. We can logically how I can think is possible. Why I'm saying possible, because you might have a two or three branches. KRA can provide as many devices for you, so you can use type A and also type C.
Yeah, even for the type C machine, I hope it's clear for also for Rajpara Navneet, who also asked whether it's type C is compatible with Tally Prime, Gold, Default, or need any separate software.
No, there is no separate software is required for a Tally Prime. This integration is required, API integration. So that's why we are here today. So we will provide you integration part, and we'll integrate with your Tally and the Datex machines.
Yeah. So Rajpara, just to add on to what Raj has said, yeah, I know out there you've heard about, maybe some of you have heard about a middleware. So as Raj had mentioned before, the best option is to integrate Tally so that everything is done automatically. Yeah, a middleware would bring a lot of manual, input eventually. Majid. So can the invoice be printed with different printers, or once you link with TIMS kit, you have to select only one printer to print invoices and cash sales? Reason for asking this is because we print invoices and cash sales using different printers.
Yeah, there is no restriction. See, the only one requirement from the KRA is you had to show the QR code in the invoice. Now, the format doesn't matter for them. You can use any printer or any format. So you have to make sure you have to print the QR code and the invoice so that buyer can validate this invoice while scanning this QR code on mobile, or they can enter this QR CU serial CU invoice number on the KRA portal.
Okay, thank you for that. A question from Fred Juma. So he's saying that he's using Tally Prime Silver, and he's seeing a big difference if he compares your Tally and his Tally software.
Is difference?
Yeah, maybe you would like to understand whether he's on ERP or
Maybe
Prime.
he's using ERP. Yeah. So you can contact after this meeting, or you can our team will contact. So you just make sure just note down his number, and don't worry, we will assist you. We'll take you with us with the same Tally.
Awesome. So there's no difference between what is in silver and gold. All the features are similar. The difference
Yeah,
is
the features are, maybe he's using old Tally ERP.
Yeah.
This is the Tally Prime, the latest enhancement, which is launched on 2020 November. Yeah.
Okay. So Rajpara Navneet saying we have Tally Prime Gold. Kindly give price for Type C ETR integration charges. Yeah. So we'll be reaching out.
We'll reach you after this meeting.
So Sonam Shed is asking, do you need to do this on the latest version of Tally Prime, or is it possible in the older version as well?
Yeah, you can use Tally Prime, any release of Tally Prime. No need to go for it. But better we can recommend you, Sonam, you upgrade Tally now to 2.0, 2.1. It has latest features, edit trial, and latest enhancement is there.
Awesome.
For Sonam is compulsory to upgrade, please.
Please do. Yeah, enjoy the feel of Tally Prime.
2.1.
It is, yeah, especially 2.1 is.
Okay.
So Enoch is asking, do you allow partnership to integrate with other devices?
Yeah, that is something related to business talks. We definitely we can talk after this meeting one-to-one, because we have more than 100 participants here. So yeah, definitely we can talk.
Okay. So Sonam is saying thank you. So you're most welcome.
Yeah.
So Chetan Patel is asking if printer gets stuck and they need to reprint the invoice. So does the QR code affect or duplicate itself? What should they do?
Yeah, it's a good question. There's the reason, see, um, which is already once the QR code is generated in the invoice, so it won't, a system will not allow you to make another duplication, because this is already the reason, the bringing back into the vouchers as and when required, you can print this invoice from the system directly. There is no duplication because it won't generate again. So already it's generated and it posted in the tally. Already it gone to KRA site. So when you are saving again, it won't print again. But printing, you can print as and when required in any format. Because this QR code we are saving in our database also. Not only the KRA control unit, we are bringing back to Tally and we are saving in that sales vouchers so that as and when required, you can print it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Chetan is asking, he's the one who was asking, he was saying he had Tally ERP and whether it's compulsory for him to upgrade. So he's asking, is it when if you don't want to upgrade to Prime, in this case, can they integrate it with
Yeah, Chetan, honestly, we have not tested with the Tally ERP because most of our customer are migrated to Tally Prime. I can say 100% customer is migrated to Tally Prime. But if you still don't want to migrate to Prime, I can check this integration will work with the Tally ERP 9 or not. Yeah, but I can strongly recommend please upgrade to Tally Prime. It has generation enhancement. After a long period, Tally has launched this Prime. It is latest release. It has many more features like audit trial, go to buttons, like Windows features. Okay. Yeah.
Thank you. So Ismail Ahmed, we've received your request and the email address, and we're going to respond to you after this.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So another question from Larry Mwenje, can the QR code image be moved to any position and how? Kindly advise or explain.
Yeah. So because that can be, as I said earlier, because different users, different business peoples are using different type of format, invoice format. So this is just on default we have mentioned here. So that is, we have to do is something from the coding programming. So we can place wherever you want to place. Maybe you want to place this at bottom of the page or somewhere in the middle, or you can guide us where you want to print. You can be.
Okay. Thank you. I hope your question, Larry, has been answered. So Nirav Patel is asking, can you show us the demo for HS code where it has been mentioned, since if there are more items, one vertible, other exempt?
Yeah. So what KRA is recommending for exempted product, you need to mention the QR code, HS code. Can you repeat the questions, Carol, please?
So Nirav is requesting for a demo for the HS code and where it has been mentioned, since if there are more items, one vertible, other exempted. Maybe, I don't know whether I'm getting the question right.
Oh, in the same invoice. Maybe his question is in the same invoice.
Yes.
Yeah, but what KRA is recommending, you have to make separate invoice for vetable product and exempted products and also generated product.
Okay. I hope that is answered. Nirav, yeah. So unlike before, you need to do this separately because of the code. So another question from Chetan Patel, how about invoicing free sample to clients? Does TIMS allow?
The free sample, that means the rate, zero rated, right?
Yeah, the one that you're, yeah, I think not
Okay.
selling.
The KRA is given discount options, but yeah, that let me check these options how we can make invoice for zero rated the sample items. I'll get back to you, Chetan bhai. Chetan, who should you check? Who's Chetan? You have mentioned? Okay. Just write the questions for the free samples.
Yeah, maybe Raj, if maybe I can confirm on behalf of Chetan. So instead of invoicing, can he do a delivery note since it's just a free sample? He's not selling.
Yeah, that might it might work also. Maybe he wanted to give you the same invoice, you know. Already he is making invoice, and then same invoice he wanted to show like buying 5 product and one maybe he's giving sample in the same invoice. But we'll still check, and if not, we can go with like what Carol is explained. We can use the delivery note also. Yeah, we'll get back to you definitely for this. Yeah.
Hello, Raj. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, Carol, you're audible.
Hello, Raj.
Yes, yes, Carol, can you hear me? Carol? I'm audible.
Yes, Raj, you are audible. I think Carol, can you hear us?
Okay, fine. Carol, you're mute.
Raj, I think there's an issue with her network. Let her fix it. A minute.
Okay, fine.
No problem, Raj. I will help you out on this question. I will read out a few questions in QA. Chetan Patel is asking, do we need to invoice VAT product and exempt separately? Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, Raj, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
So, Mr. Chetan Patel is asking, do we need to invoice VAT products and exempt separately?
Yeah, what current information I have received from the portal, which they have mentioned that you have to make sure separate invoicing for exempted, special rate, and vettable. But see, we can still reconfirm this issues. You are noting down these issues, but because in our system you can post, but the thing is how the KRA is taking that what KRA is mentioned, we have to make a separate invoices. But still, we'll get back to you, Chetan. Bye.
Can Mr. Raj do the integration on my machine on behalf of Total Solution? Fred Juma is asking.
Yeah, we can do the integration, although we don't supply machines. You can buy a device machines from authorized supplier, and definitely we can do the integration if you're using Tally.
Okay. Jaideep Soni is asking, we have paid for integration of Type C and Tally Prime to the Type C machine supplier. Is it okay to go integration with them or with yourself?
No, definitely you can already, if you're already paid, you can go for them with them. There is no things. We can help you also. Not in the terms of monetary, because we are here to support Tally peoples, those who are the Tally users and those who wish to come buy a Tally. Yeah, definitely will help you. Anyone, if they are stuck in Tally, that means we will help you. Don't worry for that. We are here.
Yeah. Mr. Yes Goradia is asking, will dot matrix printer allow QR code to be scanned or is a laserjet inkjet required?
Yeah, any machine you can, any printer you can use, because that's the things we have simplified in the Tally. So because we are bringing back QR code in our Tally directly, so that it can be printed in any printer, any print format or any printer.
Mr. Mohandesh Patel is asking Raj, while posting supplier invoice in the system, do we need to scan QR code oblique KRA invoice number? How will it accommodate?
Yes, Manish bhai, while posting a supplier invoice, you need to enter that CU invoice number, which is provided by your supplier. This number is mandatory. Yeah, you have to enter this is the invoice number. Because KRA is recommending only the CU invoice number. Your internal invoice numbering can be maintained for your bookkeeping. Maybe you want to see the supplier, your customer or supplier's bill-wise outstanding and bill-wise payment or bill-wise receipt. You can still use your software numbering. But for the claim, VAT, everything you have to use this UE number. See, this number you now when you are started using this new TIMS, the VAT file return you don't need to do manually. Automatically in KRA portal you will get it auto-populated. That means auto-generated by KRA. So all the general related sales, all the exempted sales, all the purchase, it will be appeared with the PIN and product, where details, everything is ready. You just need to validate and just re-upload. That's it. That is the main purpose of the KRA that is the one of the main purpose of the KRA to bring this automated invoice systems. See, this is nothing but you are making invoice in your system as well as KRA systems. Carol nahi hai? Okay. Can you read the question, or can you ask Swifty to read the?
Hello, Raj. Am I audible?
You're back? Okay, good. Yes, Carol.
Yes. Apologies for that. My
No.
audibility is. Yeah. So we have a question from Chetan Patel. Saying we are farmer distributor having 95% products exempt and only 5% are vatable. So it's difficult for them to raise a separate invoice. So he's requesting to kindly reconfirm and check if we can have the same invoice.
Yeah, definitely,
both
Chetan. I do understand. You are into pharma, and that will be challenging for you. Making a separate invoice. We will confirm with them, and we'll let you know, because this device we are doing not on actual basis, it's on a trial basis. We are working with the KRA, so that part we will definitely will get back to you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. So Margaret Kirudu is saying, hi Raj, please come again on how to record the purchase invoice CU number.
Yeah, this is okay. When you are entering a purchase, the CUE number is must. In the supplier invoice number, you can enter the CUE number here, because KRA is now recommending not the supplier system invoice number. The KRA now will look for a CU invoice number only. So you have to mention the CU invoice number. Anyhow, this number will not matter for KRA, because once your supplier is made the invoice with your PIN, it will be appeared in KRA portal directly. So yeah, this numbering, you can go with CU invoice number.
Okay, thank you for that. So another question from Chetan. So if we pass any stock journal in Tally, is that data, will that data go to ETR or to KRA?
No. Only sales and the credit note and debit note will be linked with KRA. Not even you can post a delivery note, you can post quotations, pro forma invoice. It's not linked with the KRA portal.
Thank you. Hope that was clear. So Hafiz Jua is saying that they have successfully tested a Datex device. So he's asking, what about companies that have different types of devices? How can they integrate these devices? So he's saying that they are currently facing a difficulty in that.
Different types of devices.
Yeah, different. If companies have different types of devices.
Yeah, I'm not getting these questions. Like different types of devices means in type C only, or they have type A.
You have integrated with a data tags. What about other vendors? If other vendors machine, if any customer is having, that was the question, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, even other machines. Till now we have not yet, but still we are working with other machines also. Like we'll get back to you once we have done. But currently we have done with Datex machines.
Okay, so he made it clear. He said that apart from Datex, he has Novitas Dion.
You're working on other devices.
Okay. Okay, we wouldn't want to lock anyone out. I'm seeing we've answered all the questions till now. And I hope that, they have been answered well.
Yeah.
As per your expectation. Yeah, hello, Bavin Pamar. Any question, Bhavin? Hello, Carol. Any question that has been skipped? Yeah, so a question from Chetan Patel. Is there any way to transfer HS code from Excel to Tally?
Yeah, we can develop a tool for that, to importing HS code from Excel to Tally. No worries for that.
Carol, okay. Yeah, so Carol had asked a question, so whether she can do a Z report with this integration.
Z report.
Yes. So Carol, you mean the report of whatever you've done every day pertaining only to the integration, or for all other reports in Tally?
Yeah, that report, I hope we used to do it in this old ETR, existing ETR system, but in the new systems, I don't think so that report is required.
Okay. Bhavin Parma asking, what if the device fail and have a malfunction and we have to send it for repair to our supplier? So how do we do transactions?
Yeah. Yeah, this question is like, like your existing ETR machine is spoiled, how you'll manage. Yeah, I think so. You should have look for some alternate way, because this question's answer can only your KRA can answer, not me. Yeah, what KRA is insisting, every invoice which you have made from the systems, it has to be have a QR code.
Yeah, so maybe if we can enhance the question further from Bhavin. So if the machine has spoiled and maybe for 2 days or a day, she doesn't have the machine, he or she doesn't have the machine. So will the system keep this until the machine comes back? So how long should one delay before sending these reports to KRA?
This control unit, which the control unit which has a memory inside, and it will store all your invoice details in the machines. The question is like that: if machine is spoiled, that means machine is not communicating with the software. So that means if machine is not communicating with the software, the machine will not generate, will not get information from the systems, and it will not send you the QR code. So that is not connected. That means in your software, in your transaction, you will not get a QR code. That means the machine is not communicating. Now, yeah, in the purpose of making invoice, you can make invoice in the system. So you will know that this all the invoice is not captured the QR code. And when machine is connected back, it can be send it to that machine again. So whichever invoice is not captured QR code, it can be send it back again to the machines. But how practically, which is whether it is valid, you can go for it. That is some some KRA related questions, how you can go for it. Yeah, but in the system we can have a provision, if it is not captured the QR code, it can capture later in the Tally systems.
Okay, thank you. So a question from Rajiv Shah. So I hope that is clear for Bhavin Parma and for the rest of the people. So a question from Rajiv Shah: do we have to print the HS code on the invoice?
No, it's not compulsory. to print. The print compulsory, which we have explained, like you need to show. Yeah, you need to show the QR code, and you need to show the control unit invoice number, and also the invoice number is mandatory. No need to print the HSS code.
Okay, hope that is clear.
Yeah. So this information is must. CU invoice number, CU serial number, CU invoice number, and date and time posted, and the QR
Okay.
code. Yeah. When you scan this QR code, it will take you to KRA portal. There you can see the buyer details and the total value of the product, and with VAT details.
Okay, thanks. So Gloria Kiluso, we've received your request and we'll be on it after this.
Okay.
Okay. So due to the interest of time, and also I'm seeing we've come to the end of questions. I'm seeing another question pop. So Chetan is saying, kindly explain how this HS code or ETR effect to export sales of vertible and non-vertible items.
Yeah, export sales is exempted. As you all know, export sales is exempted. There will be a HS code for the export sales. So they have mentioned here that code you need to enter in party masters, customer masters. So from there, the system will pick whole transaction as exempted, although the product is vetable. Like maybe I'm dealing with vetable product, and that I'm exporting, or maybe I'm selling to EPZ customers. So there it will pick whole product as exempted because your customer is exempted.
Okay, thank you for that. Hope it's clear, Chetan. And yes, so in case of any further queries, would like to share our contact details. So as I mentioned, we are a certified Tally solution partner, that is ERP Business-Sys Limited. And we have two branches. One is in Nairobi, Next Gen Mall on the third floor along Mombasa Road. The other one is in Mombasa MLD Road along Bombolulu. In Bombolulu. And we're not limited to these two branches. We're able to reach out to wherever you are in Africa or even in the world. So don't feel limited. Questions are still trickling in. So JD asking, in our Tally Silver license, we are not getting those details like CU invoice number and all. Will it come after integration, or we need to update the version?
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Hafiz, we want to know which type of device you are using. Kindly specify that, so that we can think about that. We are able to answer that. Chetan, bhai ka question, sir.
Okay.
Okay, now it was yeah. We'll get back to you very soon.
And Chetan is asking pertaining to the export goods. So he's asking, can we claim VAT on the vertible local purchase? Then we do export.
Can you claim VAT on export vetable product and then you export? This is something something what I can say. Yeah, we need to consult auditor for this. Sorry, Chetan bhai. I think we can claim because it's vetable and export is exempted, and that product we can claim. But still, we can consult with auditors whether what KRA term says.
Okay. So Hafiz Jiwa, we'll be getting back to you after this. We will connect with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So up to that point, we've answered all the questions. And for those who feel that they have more, please reach out to us. These are our contact details. Yeah, due to the interest of time, and we'll be glad to answer them. And even, sell Tally to you, integrate your system with Tally with Teams machine. Yes.
And if someone is not purchased any machines or already you ordered, please go for a Datex because the solution is already ready. That's the reason we are not promoting, we are not doing any advertisement here, just because our solution is ready. That's why we are recommending go with the Datex machines, so we can do the integration easily. As if it is more device, it will be more complications. We have to focus on different devices, and yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. I don't want to ignore this, something that Hilary Kipro has raised. Hilary will be connecting with you and explain further on this. So thank you for your time and response. We really appreciate it. Yeah, we can take it.
Yeah, Mr. Huzefa, after this call, after this meeting, so we will get back to you and kindly send us which model you have using Novitex.
Yes, so Hilary, we've got a new question. Hilary Kipro. So we begin to all of you. Have a lovely weekend ahead. So thank you, Raj.
Thank you. Yeah, our backend team will connected with you even after this webinar. You can connect them anytime for any further queries. Yeah. I kindly drop a message if you are not able to reach out to you, so we'll reach you back.
Is to
the previous screen.
hello everyone.
Carol, can you come to the previous screen?
Okay.
Phone
number and the details are there.
Yeah. So since we are coming to the end of this, a pop-up will come again. So if you are not requested for a demo, please remember to do so.
Yeah. Kindly contact on this both numbers. WhatsApp, just drop a message. We'll get back to you. Thank you, everyone. Have a peaceful weekend.